one of the things dealt with in this week's Torah portion, Shoftim, are the duties of kingship. What should a king do when a king is chosen over the Israelites, and what should the duties of that king be? And one of the first things the Torah says about the king is that the king has to write himself a copy of the whole of the Torah that was given to Moses. And out of the Hebrew for that, Mishneh Torah, a copy of the Torah, some rabbis understand that a king has to have by him at all times a copy of not one Torah, but two. Why is this? The reasoning goes that because of the king's higher status, it is twice as important that he consider himself bound by the commandments. And they draw the analogy with the teaching that when a king is praying, a king has to bow down twice as far in his Amidah because, as it were, his status makes him taller. Now this is an interesting lesson altogether because it goes very much against the kind of modern perception that we see, that the higher somebody's status, the less the rules apply to them, and the more entitled they are to break them, this kind of grandiosity that we often see in politicians, for example. The Torah is teaching precisely the opposite. It's saying that the higher you go up the tree, the more heavy and the more binding your duties become. And perhaps if we ever intend to think in our little ways that rules don't apply to us, that it's okay to park in the disabled parking space because we're only going to be there for 2 seconds, just to give a very easy example, we should remember that what the Torah teaches us is noblesse oblige, as the old phrase has it. The higher we go up the tree, the more onerous our duties and the greater care we should take to perform them. That was your Torah in Two.